Hello and welcome back to everyone's favourite aristocracy, Donkey Kong Country. This is part 4.
This is part 4, this is the Clam City level. Quite a nice little... Anyway, one thing I think I mentioned in an earlier video that this game gives you hints as to where things are. And although this one doesn't explicitly do it, it implies that that wall is kind of passable like that. And getting the swordfish this early in the level makes this level infinitely easier. But the only reason I even found that ever was because just through here, which is very early in the level, is the O, which makes you wonder where the K was.
Ah, okay.
So that's how I found that. So it doesn't give you a sort of a clue where to look, but it gives you a clue that you should be looking, which I think is enough. Now these clams will just release little cue balls because people play snooker in their mouths too much. And, that's why they're doing that.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
Sure. Quite a short level.
I'll do a checkpoint.
Yeah. But now they started getting a bit 80s funk with their experimental cue ball patterns. Not the standard.
I don't even know what that means.
I just made it up.
I can see the shark areas being a pain to navigate. What is your favourite shark in a video game, Jack?
Shark in a video game. Let me think. I think that shark, to be honest.
It's irritating to watch.
It'll get worse. I mean,
but keep watching.
The disclaimer for this is that personally, I think the hardest level in the entire game is in this video, but that's just me. You'll see that.
You're in shit, Jack.
Not doing great, but I'll persevere. See, that last croctopus goes in a different direction from the others, which can make it quite deceptively difficult. But we've got through.
There's a banana, a golden banana, in Donkey Kong 64 on a water level that took me forever to get as a kid.
Why is that then?
Well, it's so obtuse what you have to do. You have to hit this switch and this big fish comes out. So you have to try and find where the fish is, which takes ages anyway. And then you have to get it to swallow you.
Oh.
I can't remember how you do it.
Is there even like a clue as to that you should be doing that? Or?
Well, if you see a big fish that looks dangerous and has big teeth,
would you want it to eat you?
Yeah, if it tries to eat you, first instinct as a gamer is to avoid it. And then when you go in, you have to do an incredibly tightly timed shooting challenge. But if we ever LP that, I can moan about it then.
The thing is, like, I remember that game having lots of hint ghosts. Does that come
yeah,
up
you get
it's the grandmother figure.
Yeah.
Wrinkly Kong.
Well, she's always very obtuse, and that was easy.
Yeah, that one's not so bad. You just got to keep your head about you. The pattern's very easy. Not so difficult. Oh, and see, that was a successful half of this video. We're not even halfway through, so this level is, in my opinion, the most difficult level in the game. You might disagree with me, but I hate this level so much. It's icy, it's long, and there's a very unfair barrel section in it as well. So, I mean, if you've got any tangents you want to go on, you might as well start, because we'll see this level many a time.
Right, okay, is it that bad?
It's pretty awful.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I could have retaken it, but I had to take the video on its entire merit, and I thought it was still worth keeping in the context of the entire LP. You might disagree with me, being
I'm not
more
disagreeing
professional
so
than me.
far. Well, yeah, I mean that's probably why I've posted 2 videos and you've posted about 20. So
I just might as well give a shout out to one of our regular viewers, Liam, because he sent me a text the other day saying you do die a lot in your videos, which is true. Case in point. But he sent me a video saying case in point, and it was like, you're not doing very well. And he said, I forbid you to do a sort of a drink penalty LP, like where you drink whenever you lose, because it would just be unhealthy, because I'd die so much. But then he said, oh, it's alright, Ben can do it if he wants, because he's implying that you're less deathy than me.
Oh, okay. So he's not just saying, I don't care what happens to Ben's health?
No,
Because that's the implication I drew from that.
Well,
like,
to be honest,
let him drink himself to an early grave.
perhaps that's what he meant, but I chose to take it that way. And then I sent him a text back saying, yeah, but, you know, Ben is very particular and does, like, make sure, like, his videos are of a good quality before. He's somewhat of a perfectionist in many ways.
I am, yeah.
And then I actually said you should see how many takes he does. And he's like, are you doing your LPs with Stanley Kubrick? And a part of me wanted to say yes, and a part of me did, which was every part.
Your mouth part.
My soul part.
The Stanley Kubrick of... Oh god, the K's only there. I see what you mean by being long.
Like, there must be a thing with rare and obscenely long ice levels, which are in a really an awkward part. Oh, for God's sake.
You literally walked into that?
I did.
But you're getting extra life every time, and presumably now you're going to get the frog as well.
Yeah.
To make things a bit easier.
Like, the thing is that actually playing this game properly can be quite annoying, because if you think you have to survive this level and do a whole bunch more levels to get to the save point, which will mean you won't have to do any of this again.
Yeah.
Like, this is sort of a skill gate if you're actually playing this on the SNES cartridge.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Winky's bonus stage.
I think Espresso's is the funnest one, but...
Which is unfortunate because in the videos I've done, I failed to get it. I just by chance, I've just not had much luck getting 3 of them.
No, I know, it's the first one we've had, isn't it?
Yeah.
But is it I think it's every 100 stars you get an extra life, don't you?
Yeah, every 100 frogs you get an extra life.
They're frogs, sorry.
And every level's got a secret kind of double multiplier in the shape of that animal.
Yeah.
So his is quite easy to find. It's just at the end of the level up there. Just make sure you get to high ground and you can get it no problem.
I do like to think of myself as the Stanley Kubrick of LPs.
Yeah? Already?
I like to put... there's always a lot of meaning in what I include.
Well, let's just say I'm the Michael Bay of LPs in this video. Lots of interesting flashy things, but not a lot of merit. But
what was I going to say? Yeah, I do... Well, we'll see. Like, I'm basically keep doing other games because I can't bother to do Turrican because it's really hard.
understood.
But I'm a bit annoyed because I did sort of the first third of the game and I died twice. And
Yeah.
the first third's really easy and I died in both... If you remember, I die in really stupid ways.
Yeah.
So there's like a
silly roll
pit of
and-
about an inch across and I just dived down it for no good reason. And then the roll was even more idiotic.
No, I think like a lot of these deaths in this level are completely like inexcusable. Like when I walked into that bee, like
Yeah.
But I feel like because this game's all pre-rendered, the barrels can be quite hard to time.
Yeah, I agree. I think they can be.
And I'm not going to make the lag excuse because I think when I was recording this, the lag was pretty much non-existent. I just feel like sometimes the game just makes it very hard to gauge timings. When that's the essence of that level, if you know what I mean.
I've been having some problems with emulators. Like my Star Fox one just crashed. I was doing the hard run and about 3 levels in, it just crashed completely.
Just stopped.
Yeah, and it keeps doing this incredibly. I haven't watched the recordings back, so I don't know if they picked it up. But it does a very irritating thing of the music will just suddenly turn into sort of a blaring siren noise. I don't know how you did that.
Now, with that part of the level, I wouldn't even recommend using the platforms, the tiny and the slippery. And there's vultures which will get you all the way across that chasm if you do it properly. And it's done. Now this is where the barrel blast starts happening about now. But I'll get the Rambi.
I admire you for going for the Rambi icon.
Well, I feel like since I'm not doing much else, I might as well... See, that's what I managed to actually get the Rambi bonus stage in this video.
Yeah.
So I thought 2 bonus stages when I've had none so far, and a boss and 2 levels, it's okay, yeah.
I think the bonus stages will even out your life loss anyway, won't they?
Yeah. Like, I'm happy so far that I've not actually had to backtrack as much.
Ooh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, that one's always a bit nasty, like... I think a lot of this level is impatience for me, just because the game doesn't really let you legitimately fire for quite a long time,
Yeah.
and I find that despicable. And that
Nice.
was a bit of a cheat. To be honest, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
But there's a few parts in this level where you can do that and it will work. Don't know whether they meant for that to be the case, but you can just do it.
I think they probably did.
Yeah. Well,
Like, what Rare... That was upsetting to watch. Rare generally know the limits of their own game, so when I was a kid, the idea of doing the GoldenEye invincibility cheat just seemed completely impossible. But now it seems...
what would you have to do to get that?
You have to do Facility on 00 Agent in, I think it's 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
From what I can remember, Facility is quite a cramped little tiny level. Or was that?
It's not the biggest level, but that's a demanding time frame, put it that way.
Okay. I did.
What can you say?
I did warn you.
Death Watch is going to be a pain on this video.
I might see if anyone else does it for me first, because not that I don't want to do it. It's just I feel part of my soul ebbing away when I see this video.
That was weird.
Well,
were you trying to cut it out, or did you just mistime it?
I just mistimed it.
Okay.
And you can cut it out as well, but I mistimed the cutout. I mistimed it, and then I mistimed the recovery, which is possible from that position.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I tell you what, man, make sure you're not running anything else when you're trying to record this particular level. Oh, for God's sake. Because the music, the preventative graphics, and the snow all take for quite a beat down for your computer's CPU.
Yeah. Well, now we've got the capture card sorted, I might just start recording all my stuff on my Super Nintendo. Because then I hope we won't get blaring sirens in the middle of Star Fox and won't make stupid mistakes because of the controller. So.
Okay, so Rambies.
Free Rambies, or Thrambies as they're known.
Thing is,
Look how happy that rhino is.
he's
Just bouncing around like a sheep.
I just feel like why would they put him here? like
Where's the secret bonus bit in his?
you have to take the top route, and it's right over the top. I don't think I'd get it in time. But if you take these top platforms, you can get over a ledge at the end, and you get your double there. But I forgot the timers weren't actually in proper seconds; they were just in
Kong time.
Just in Kong time.
In Malaysia, they call it rubber time, which is sort of it's just rubber time. It's flexible.
That's
why I call an excuse for being late.
Is there a rapper in Malaysia called MC Rubber?
That was what I went by when I was doing my rap tour of Malaysia.
Is it a sort of a pro contraception kind of thing? Hey.
So back to the game.
Might do Pun Watch instead of Death Watch. Might be more
boring.
So I'm sorry, Timeshitters fans, but it'll be a while before I get this done.
I thought you were just going to leave it at that. I'm sorry, Timeshitters fans. I'm sorry you've chosen to be fans of us.
I'm sorry, Timeshitters fans.
I'm sorry. Just sorry for your lives.
But I like to think that I'm the people's gamer. I'm Michael Bay. In the sense that
People's gamer.
I try to simulate the difficulty that most people would have playing this game. And I tell you what, I'm telling you, I'm finding this game a lot more difficult than I did when I was younger. This wouldn't even faze me when I was younger. And this is I mean, I said it was the hardest level in the game, but I would have had it done by now. And you'll see in part 5 how I get over that tricky obstacle, and I do, so don't worry.